Russia spans a massive 17 million square kilometers, but the undeniable center of gravity for expats is Moscow, a colossal metropolis home to roughly 19 million people. It is a city of sharp visual contrasts, an 850-year-old historical core sitting right alongside these modern glass skyscrapers that regularly host the world's billionaires. If you look at travel media, you'll immediately notice a contradiction. Vloggers showcase a lifestyle filled with luxury vehicles, palaces, and high-end dining, while simultaneously claiming you can live here comfortably on about $2,000 a month. But that curated image leaves out the logistical realities of relocating to an isolated capital where winter temperatures routinely drop to minus 20 degrees Celsius. To see how anyone actually maintains the vibrant Moscow seen online, we have to examine the specific relationship between a monthly budget and the logistical friction of the city. This quadrant chart plots monthly budget against lifestyle access, showing how spending power dictates proximity to the center. Where you land here decides if moving will feel like a cosmopolitan dream or an isolating, freezing struggle. Let's start by testing that heavily advertised $2,000 a month baseline. This comparison table shows the exact housing reality for that tier. A budget of 50,000 rubles restricts your options to small apartments in buildings that are at least 20 years old, located far from the city center. As the new column shows, your lifestyle access drops significantly here. Saving on rent forces you into the deep suburbs, meaning you will face long daily commutes and remain physically disconnected from the city's famous energy. Now let's compare that against the premium tier. If you are scaling your income up to the $4,000 to $5,000 monthly bracket, the metrics change. This level of funding provides access to modern, centrally located 3-bedroom apartments. It also places you within walking distance of hundreds of high-end dining options and the city's active nightlife. This income allows you to exist within Moscow's luxury culture. You can reside near elite neighborhoods like Malaya Branya, where the streets are lined with branded shopping and premium vehicles. The data is clear. The affordable version of Moscow is strictly a suburban commuter experience. If you want the vibrant capital city lifestyle, you need a premium international salary to bypass the paywall. Once you solve the housing equation, you still have to deal with the daily logistical friction of the environment. Moscow sits in the western part of the country, avoiding the deep freezes of Siberia. However, the winter climate is still a dominating factor. Temperatures consistently hover around a biting minus 20 degrees Celsius. The climate dictates the rhythm of daily life. For up to half the year, freezing temperatures move all personal activity indoors, ending casual outdoor access or lingering at cafes. To move 19 million people through a freezing climate, the city relies almost entirely on its Soviet-inherited public transit system. The Moscow Metro is massive and highly efficient, boasting over 160 stations across 11 lines. As you can see in this station's architecture, many feature lavish designs with detailed moldings and chandeliers. The clear benefit is that you do not need to own a car, but the trade-off is that you are forced to navigate through intensely crowded, high-density public hubs twice a day, every day. In a city this dense and this cold, the world-class transit system serves as a survival mechanism, providing the only viable way to navigate the capital. During the warmer months, the city's social dynamics flip. People fill the parks, gather along the green banks of the Moscow River, and frequently set up hookahs right out of their car trunks. There is also a striking demographic reality visible on these streets. The crowds are highly active and predominantly young. You will rarely see elderly citizens out in the main social hubs. This youth-driven culture creates a hidden social pressure. The local population maintains exceptionally high, self-conscious standards regarding their personal image and dress. You will see people wearing elegant outfits, even for casual daytime meetups. This focus on appearance is so intense that professional street photography is a massive local industry right in the city center. If you are worried about integrating socially, Moscow is highly cosmopolitan. English is widely spoken, which makes overcoming basic communication barriers easy within the central zones. But relying entirely on English comes with a cost. If you stay strictly within these luxury English-speaking bubbles, you isolate yourself from the deeper cultural nuances of the wider country. Integrating into Moscow's social fabric is highly accessible.
You just have to be willing and financially able to keep pace with its relentless and highly curated aesthetic standards.
For many viewers, the combination of Moscow's high financial barrier, intense winters, and 19 million person density will break the value proposition. If you want European architecture and culture without the overwhelming scale, St. Petersburg is your primary alternative. It offers a smaller population of roughly 6 million, a vibrant cultural scene, and the geographic advantage of being situated close to the Finnish border. Alternatively, if you prioritize rapid development and lower living costs without the capital city price tag, look to the eastern city of Kazan. Russia offers highly developed secondary cities that remove the financial premium of the capital while still providing excellent infrastructure. We can draw a definitive conclusion. Moscow is not a budget destination. It is a premium, paywalled capital that demands premium capital. This decision tree maps your next steps depending on your primary goal. For the budget nomad, avoid Moscow. You'll be priced out of the center, so pivot to Kazan or St. Petersburg. For the international student, it's conditionally recommended. Accepting aging suburban housing grants access to 13 major universities. For well-funded expats with budgets over $5,000, Moscow's cosmopolitan amenities are highly recommended. Moscow is a city of extremes. It richly rewards high earners with unmatched vibrancy, but it will push budget seekers to its literal and cultural margins.